Salutations, everyone. Welcome back to EU4. I'm Lord Forwind. We're still here playing as Bohemia, still headed towards the Hussite Empire, as well as the Bohemians. Obviously, the Bohemians is like late game imperialism level. So we're still working on the Hussite Empire. We just stole some land from Brandenburg. Most of the HRE doesn't like us. They don't hate us, but they don't like us. And that's kind of where things stand at the moment. We've got quite a few countries converted to Hussite, but we've got to get a lot more. Like the majority of this area, at least. So, probably not going to be picking any fights for a while, even though I do have to keep pushing, especially now that I've just, again, offended Austria. But of course, is still supporting the independence of Hungary. Which at some point I'll have to figure out some way to deal with. There's so little I can do about this, but oh, we've apparently got some inflation. Let's reverse that trend. And obviously we are working on religious ideas, although I think I'll make sure we get to Miltech 9 before I jump over to focusing admin power. Oh, apparently I can select an aspect of faith as well. Yes, I think I was going to go the peace one, wasn't I? Yes. Pacifism. So that the aggressive expansion ticks down faster. So about 10 years for most people's aggressive expansion to go down. Or in the case of Austria, 9. And then we'll have to get rid of pacifism so that we can then again go to war without losing stability. And I'm just going to keep working on Hungary. We've got Muscovy and the Ottomans as allies. Poland likes us, even though we're no longer allied to them. So good, positive things in that sense. And we make a decent amount of money, so... There's just almost no way for us to get Hungary loyal again anytime soon. It's going to take a matter of a major war where the nation that's supporting them no longer feels they can. When's that going to occur? No idea. We'll lose the army tradition. It's annoying, but we can handle it. And when our ruler eventually dies, hopefully we won't have a regency, but we'll have a very good admin heir. At which point we should be able to catch up a bit in that. Outside of a couple small nations, most people nearby border us as our Hussite. Thanks to our vicious wars. In fact, did these guys just get annexed, or did they just switch to Hussite? Convenient, that. Where else is it going to work on converting? Oh, it's going to finish off Brandenburg at least. And that is the integration of this area. Might as well put it all into cores at the moment so that we can do it again efficiently later on. Take that land. Suppress some rebels. I want the rebels to revolt, that way I don't have to deal with them again, but in the short run, let's at least suppress them to some degree so I don't get too many of them at once. Papal States wants to move through our land, sure. I'd really like to get into Bavaria, but they're all allied to Austria. In fact, there's quite an alliance network right there against me. There's the Brandenburg. And the guy died in the middle of the battle. Well, his replacement was at least decent. And we need at least 3 more cannons here at some point. Toss another point into that. More gold, I guess, even though that's inflation. The Palatinate's... Palatinate's vulnerable potentially to union by somebody else, which could be a slight problem. Okay, let's develop that. Might as well make what little money we can from the trade node that we are the dominant person in. Although 1% increase isn't that great. The level 3 commandant... I'll just take the military power, honestly. I may have to actually fight some wars against people of the same faith here just to get territory so I border others. So this right here, France would not join. So that would be Brunswick, Lüneburg, and Lübeck. We've already got Lüneburg. We don't have Lübeck. We don't have Mecklenburg. We already obviously have Brunswick, and we are allied to Brunswick. On the other hand, it would be a war without France. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the stability hit because I don't think I have enough power to mess around with that at the moment. Besides, I want to strike while I have the opportunity. Okay, we should be able to win this fairly swiftly. Especially if I get some barrages out and going. So this wants me to build its shirt somewhere. Sure. Helps if you've fulfilled your promises to your estates. Great. Another stability loss. How close are we? We are very close. Good. And that should hopefully be enough to force them out. I could actually take that. I could take those two, which would put me next to Hesse. Probably be better off if I actually go north here. Okay, I'm going to take their capital. Okay. Keeps them out of the war. We'll work on Lüneburg. I'll probably take this province from Lüneburg. And wait to here, change over our army. Yeah, we're gonna have some trouble there. That's what I figured might happen, but it's not the end of the world. Wasn't expecting that level of commitment from Lübeck, in all honesty. I was kind of surprised to see how many troops Lübeck was willing to throw into that fight. Okay, let's barrage down Lübeck's capital. Wolgast is Hussite. Stettin isn't Hussite, but we can't get to them easily. Burmerit with the Muscovy died off. Yeah, we lost Brunswick. I kind of knew that was going to happen. The other option is I take Lüneburg here. I think I will. Yeah. The more lands I personally control, I think the better off I'm going to be in the long run. Okay, and that should be enough to force loop back to Hussite as well. And we don't actually really want to take land here from these guys. We just want them to be Hussites. So we'll take the money, force them Hussite, and leave, basically. We're actually fighting for the faith. Unlike a lot of historical wars, which claim to be for the faith, but were for land and power. Okay, I think I should swap to admin power. I know I have a great heir coming, but I think this makes sense here. Because we're falling behind in admin power, obviously, and we want to finish religious ideas, and then ideally I want to get admin ideas as well. Brunswick wants an alliance again. That's fine. Who is Cologne allied to? Cleves, Lorraine, and Mainz. All of whom are not Hussite. Guess what that means? I am actually going to change this over, though. I can just take it out, declare war, put it back in some ways. Yeah, it's a little broken. Okay, let's force down. This will be like a 3 or 4 nation conversion, hopefully. The nobility wants land. Sure. Really doesn't affect me that much. That does affect me, though. I need an actual advisor that helps me fight. There we go. Discipline should do it. And of course we have Lion of the Empire. Subjugation CB on Brandenburg. I don't care about that. Wagenburg tactics would be nice. Huh. So that's just a 300 admin power. Yeah, okay. Let our army rebuild a little bit. Or rebuild, not rebuilt. We should have superior ability. Yep. All we really needed was the whatchamacallit, discipline. Our troops are not that special other than shock damage received. And 20 infantry combat and 15 morale. So they're decent, but they're not amazing. Okay, Cleves with that army. Barrage that so I get out of the war a little bit faster. We also have Lorraine to take out, which is actually kind of convenient that Lorraine is still an empire. Royal marriage with Poland. I'll keep that royal marriage with Poland, even though it does hurt my diplomatic relations. Mainly because the last thing I want is Poland getting involved against me at the moment. Our focus must be the Empire until we can turn it Hussite. Okay, that's Cleves should be out. And then Cologne is the next target here. Yeah. Okay. We can get tolerance of the true faith or wait and get courthouses. Probably should go for courthouses, honestly. Although, we have plenty of governing capacity. You know what? I'm going to do the tolerance of the true faith here. Yeah. I lost Leipzig. Or Lipsko. Apparently in Czech. Okay. This might be enough to push Mainz out of the war. That would be nice. Oh, no. Assuming we ever actually manage to siege it down. There we go. Oh, Spain discovered El Dorado. We do not have the ability to do this. Okay. That means... Oh, that means this is a lot harder to pull off than I had hoped. Release this one, get some money for removal of a core or two. Okay. Sadly, it's another Catholic nation, but it gets them out of the war. Which I'm totally happy with, getting them out of the war. Artist died. Missionary strength. Why not? Corruption, not so great, but it's the way it goes. It's better than losing stability. Oh, look at that nice little Hussite spreading across the map. Yeah, that wasn't that good. Decline, as if I'm going to listen to you, Austria. You should have anticipated this lack of heed I pay to the Emperor at this point. Honestly, there's no point in doing this siege, really. Might as well save my manpower. Oldenburg, Wolgast, Goslar. I think I've already got Goslar. Already got Wolgast. Oldenburg I don't have. On the other hand, there is Verden, Munster, Oldenburg, and Denmark. That might be my next war. Okay. Yeah. We'll retain our distinct Hussite faith. Okay, that means my time for these conquests is growing short. Is there a better person than 8? Yeah. Yeah. I don't think there's any particular reason I need to keep my dynasty on the throne, is there? Now, our general would make a fine ruler. 5, 6, 6, 5, 6. It makes a lot of sense to get a 20-year-old 6, 5, 6 ruler. We just got to make sure our ruler doesn't die leading an army. Bet he won't. Oh, he is corrupt, though. But I thought I might have gotten away with it. That's a terrible error. Fire her instantly. It's going to make Hungary like us even less. Speaking of which, I should have some trust I can push on to them. Okay. Now we finally got trust positive. I mean, it doesn't solve our other problems, but... $40. So we basically handled the economic power, but we have not handled the army power problem. Okay. Come on. Just get taken already, Lorraine. This is... You were putting up way too much of a fight over this. Okay. Admin power is the only thing we're behind in now. That was weird. It went up to 38 and then dropped back to 28. Oh well. Never mind. War's over. Okay, that's done. And then we force Cologne to convert and the war should end. Weird Protestantism pop up. Right there. Interesting. Now, will the Protestant... So far, none of the Hussite princes have converted to Protestantism. So that seems fairly good. Build that up. Hungarian particularists, they should take care of that, even though they're rebellious. Brunswickian particularists, done for me. Or, separatists. Okay, I think this is where I start the war against Verden and Denmark now, because we've gotten a lot of princes heretical now. There's 60. 17 are on our side. Still got a long way to go. Hopefully some of them will change over time. In the meantime, however, we're going to attack Poland. Why are you involved, Poland? I really don't want to have to kill you, but I might have to. Yeah, Poland's the defender of the Catholic faith. Oh, that's a pain. It's really a pain because outside of me and Russia, there's really no one else that can attack Catholics. I suppose the Ottomans could pick a fight with Venice. Or Poland. One or the other. Keep that royal marriage with Poland. I doubt it's going to stop them from reinforcing here, though. It has the potential to be 3 people in the empire converted. We can definitely win it. Okay. Well, I'm going to figure that out next episode. Thank you guys all for watching. Bye for now.